Week in, week out, it gets more interesting on social media. But when it comes to the latest trends from across the African continent, I got you. Welcome to NC Trends. I am Seun Bankole. So Nigerian comedian Mr. Macaroni was in the spotlight over the weekend following one of his skits which included the role of an inappropriately dressed nurse. This did not go down well with a representative of nurses, Osage Mary, the CEO of Nurses Network. She took to Twitter with a lengthy post where she highlighted how rude Macaroni's skit was. According to her, nurses have worked over the years to portray a positive image, and healthcare professionals should not be portrayed in that light. The skit maker then offered a lengthy apology, took down the skit, but he reaffirmed that his freaky videos will not stop because that is not the only character he portrays, as a way of dispelling the narrative that most of his contents are always filled with women. Now, here are a few ways that Nigerians have reacted to this story. This one says, where do we draw the line? What should police officers say about Officer Wos, another skit maker? Abi, the other characters played. How about this was just not needed? Hashtag my opinion. Truth Clinic _NG says, sometimes I cry when I see how people portray nurses. I know how we care for patients, how we spent years in school, but I guess the quacks have portrayed so much negativity about nurses. I am a nurse and I do so much for my community, so I felt the pain too. I am glad he apologized. It's always funny till you become a nurse and do all the work that we do. Oh, but I like the positive comment. Nene Judge says there was nothing offensive about that skit. It is just comedy. People always look for something to be angry about. Nurses are wonderful though, and I am proudly a nurse. Oh, okay, coming from a nurse. We move now to Ghana, where an alleged will of the late Chief Executive Officer of the Forestry Commission, Kwadwo Owusu Afriye, popularly known as Sir John, has set Ghanaian social media on fire. Ghanaians, especially on Twitter, have been drawn on the contents of the will since it was leaked late on Sunday night. Most of them have expressed their displeasure to the willing of some portions of the Akimota Forest and the Ramsar site to members of Sir John's family. Wow. Page 4 of the will is quoted as, I give my land situated at the Akimota Forest in the name of Jack Heprop Limited and measuring 5.541 acres to the following persons. Woo. Let's now check out some tweets by Ghanaians expressing their anger on the apparent abuse of state lands. The speaker says, very soon, names of NDC stalwarts will also pop up and the equalization will start. The equalization of who has stolen more or less with a watch. Adonis says, I read the will and I was like, damn, the monies and properties. Hey, Ghana. That's south. And then this one says, Owo family is just a front. The real owners of the Akimota Forest lands are these politicians. Wow. So much is going on. Well, we are back to Nigeria, where the federal government has introduced a new tax on phone calls to fund free healthcare for the vulnerable group in Nigeria. The telecom tax is the equivalent of a minimum of 1 kobo per second for phone calls to boost the funds required to finance free healthcare for the vulnerable group in Nigeria. This is contained in the National Health Insurance Authority Bill 2021, signed into law by President Buhari on May 19, 2022. The law defines the vulnerable group as children under 5, pregnant women, the aged, physically and mentally challenged persons. Reacting to this report, Adlim Netsen says, and they keep taking and taking and taking without giving anything back. Absolutely nothing back. That part says the only thing that seems to be working in this country is imposing tax on the vulnerable citizens. Aside that, nothing is functioning. I wonder what they have been doing with the previous tax that they have been collecting. And finally, we have this one from Sule. This una government will just find any way to take thief money. Now, wow, the standard of living in Lagos has gone wild, but no increase in salaries. It's okay. In Buhari's voice, Nigeria top to bottom. And then he walked away. And I am walking away saying that is all for tonight on NC Trends. Thank you for watching. I am Seun Bankole.